there are news stories that directly touch the heart of the fans. Those that bring a mix of hope and concern at the same time. After months of apprehension, the Vikings Nation finally received an update that could completely change the course of the season. The return of one of the most important players on the roster has begun, but with a big question mark in the air. Will he be ready for Week 1, or is it still too soon to truly trust him? The name of the moment is Christian Darrisaw. That's right, the Vikings starting left tackle returned to practice for the first time since the serious knee injury he suffered last October against the Rams. It's been exactly 7.5 months away from the field after tearing his ACL and MCL on the same play. Now, on the first day of mandatory minicamp, he finally appeared on the field with his offensive line teammates. But before we dive deeper into this story that will spark a lot of debate, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Do you think Darrisaw will come back 100% for Week 1, or does the risk of a setback still scare you? I want to see the Vikings fans explode in the comments. Back to the facts. For now, his participation has been limited to individual drills. No contact, no pads, no offensive line brawling that we know is part of a tackle's life in the NFL. The coaching staff made it clear the road ahead is still long, but the simple fact that he is already on the field, moving around and participating is a huge sign of progress. It's worth remembering the magnitude of the problem that this injury posed. On that Thursday night in Los Angeles, it seemed like his season had ended right then and there. The next day came the confirmation, knee surgery, and a long recovery process. Since then, head coach Kevin O'Connell has been full of praise for the player's dedication. In February, he said Darrisaw was killing it in rehab. In April, he stated that the player had crushed all the physical goals set by the doctors. But now is when the real test begins. Participating in minicamp without contact is one thing. Withstanding the rigors of training camp practices with pads, full strength, facing defensive ends one-on-one is a completely different story. The team has until September to make a decision. The debut is on the 8th against the Bears away during Monday Night Football. In the meantime, the Vikings are taking precautions. Justin Skol, signed in free agency, has been practicing as the starter during offseason activities. He is the plan B in case the starter isn't ready. But let's be real, as competent as Skol is, the talent difference is enormous. When Darrisaw is healthy, he is one of the best left tackles in the league. He may not have a Pro Bowl selection yet, and he hasn't been All-Pro. But anyone who watches the tape knows the guy is dominant in both pass protection and opening up space for the run game. The big question now is, will the team rush his return to ensure his presence in Week 1, or will they hold him back a little longer to avoid the risk of another injury? The NFL is full of players who returned too soon and ended up paying dearly for it. So Vikings fan, what would your choice be? Let Darrisaw return only when he's 100% tearing, or take the risk to have the best left tackle possible right in the first game of the season? Comment below, because this decision could define the future of our offensive line in 2025.